All your favorite influencers make tests about GPT 5.2, but they make shitty tests that is never real world feature, real world project. So you have this kind of tweet, Codex 5.2 is ridiculously better than Opus 4.5. And today I want to make 3 real tests that will test every aspect of the model between Codex 5.2 from OpenAI and Opus 4.5. Please stick to this video because what you will discover is pretty insane difference between these two models. I will show you right now. I create a kind of lovable clone where we can have React code like this, and I need to build this code into an app. And as you can see, we have an infinite compiling error in this page. So I create a prompt, I ask AI to resolve this issue, and I launch open code to have exactly the same environment with GPT 5.2 with I, because I also try with extra I, but extra I was too slow and it didn't even finish the task after 30 minutes. So I don't use it. I use the high and I use the max with Opus 4.5 and now launch the exact same prompts. Right now, I will show you the time lapse of them working on this problem. As you can see, the insane results. For Opus, we resolve this issue in 3 minutes 44 seconds. 3 minutes 44 seconds. And with GPT 5.2 Codex, we take 24 minutes to resolve the same issue. 24 minutes. This is insane. Then let's see the results. So I launch both apps inside different port like this. So I will first try the GPT 5.2 Codex that take really a lot of time to resolve this issue. So I use the port 3201 to check it, and I launch the same builder page that we have here. This is the production version that is not working, yes. And this is the dev version. So we have the loader, and with GPT 5.2, it takes 24 minutes, 52,000 tokens to not resolve anything. When we check at the conductor code, we can see just here that he updates proxy.ts with a completely useless and fucked up result. This is really insane because he worked for 20 minutes, he read a lot of file, everything to do crappy, not working code. Claude Opus 4.5, in the other hand, it takes 3 minutes 40, and when I launch it, so 3202, so I make this exact same test in the same environment, and this is the result we get. So this is Opus 4.5. Basically, the code just here gets compiled and is shown just here working correctly. This is insane. This is insane because on one hand, we have GPT 5.2 taking 24 minutes versus 4 minutes for Opus 4.5. And here we have the resolved issue. Basically, everything works. And in Codex, we have basically completely nothing work. It's crazy. And why we have this? In my test, in my prompt, I say, recent change introduced this bug. Previously, everything was working fine. And when we check the transcript here, we see that when you can pause, but he didn't use that much Git. He should use Git history to find the problem. And this was not the case just here because he checked a lot of Git diff. You see, Git diff, he really check and he really make a better tool usage in general for the same environment, same prompt. We are in open code, nothing is different. They have the same tool, they have the same logic. It's exactly the same, but we have way better result with Claude Opus 4.5. Okay, so let's go now to the second test. The second test was a more general test about how AI can create a fully functional app that we have just here. So what I will ask this time is create from scratch a YouTube thumbnail app. We have all the prompts here. What is important and that you need to use IA SDK, Chatty UI, and the UI design need to be clean, minimal, and mid-journey inspired, dark theme by default, simple interaction. Here I show the layout structure, so with the prompt, we can upload extra image, inspiration, and person. Then we have the count here and the generate button and the generate thumbnail guide. We have the image upload that need to be drag and drop, and I give the code of the API route because every time it fucked up if I don't give it. So I make this test and I again run them both. So one take 8.45 minutes, 8 minutes, 9 minutes we can say, and one take 4 minutes. So Opus take 2 times less than actually GPT 5.2. Now let's check the result. So this is the result of GPT 5.2. It's pretty good, we need to say. How to know that it's GPT 5.2? Because he always have this style. I'm not a huge fan of this style, okay? But this spacing character with big letter spacing, it's really a GPT 5.2 style and GPT model style. I don't know where they found this shitty UI, but they have a lot. We can see that drag and drop work, everything work, we can click on them, I upload 3 photos, I make my prompts, and it's generate the right thumbnail. Again, some IA slope thing, for example, zoom on over, this is really something that is not matching my prompts, because just here I say simple interactions, so I don't like it that much, because this over is a style that do nothing, it's not that beautiful. And here, I ask simple, clean, minimal UI. And if I can be honest, I don't find this minimal UI. I found this beautiful UI, really interesting, really nice, but not minimal. Because of this gradient here, of this grid, of this style just here, of this complicated share count, this text just here. It's not that minimal, but it's okay. Then we have the version of Opus. Opus version is way more awful. We need to agree on this. It's not that nice. Also, this selector is really not convenient as a user experience, but everything works. I can click or I can drag and drop. So I can drag my extra image, I can drag my inspiration image, and I can drag my face. And I can use exactly the same prompt just here and click on generate, and everything works well. So both I make the same working code. This is important. This is interesting. One take too much more time and make more beautiful UI. We can agree. But if we talk about prompt respect, GPT 5.2 didn't respect my clean minimal style. This is a mistake. Second mistake, inside the warning just here, I say, do not ask any question, any warning, just process all the command without any human validation. So 100% autonomous. What we have of the results, what I really was unhappy about it with GPT 5.2 is that when I launch the prompt, just here, the third thing he do, after having this instruction really clearly here, he asked me a question. Do you want to use React compiler? I say no. Then second thing he does, just here, is asking me a question. Do you need, what is the base color you want? I ask him to not ask any question and he asked me 2 questions. This is a big mistake because it's mean that GPT 5.2 doesn't respect the prompt. So this is really bad. So what we can find is this second test of YouTube thumbnail generation. We can see that it takes 2 times more, so 8 minutes against 4 minutes. And that's what I really don't like in the actual result of GPT 5.2 is doesn't respect my prompt, ask me question, and not minimal app. So this is something that I see already a lot of time inside Opus model, that they doesn't respect inside the GPT model, is that they doesn't stick to the prompt. Where one really good point of Opus is that he fucking stick to the prompt until the end of the word. So this was the second test. Now let's switch to the third test. Test 3 was on creativity and laziness test. Hey my friend, please stop for a second before continuing. You can see that I am a really small YouTube channel. I just start to make English video. I know that I have a big French accent, but if you want to support this and to have more and more video, you have only one thing to do, is to click on this subscribe button. I don't have it, so you can verify that you have it. Then you click on it and you will help me a lot, because you are 95.2% of people that doesn't follow me. I promise you that if you follow me, I will make more video, more insane video, more funny video, and you will just love it. So subscribe now and see you there. So what I ask is that I have a subscriber page just here, and I didn't like it because, for example, this overview matrix is not beautiful and it doesn't respect the style of my app. This is nice graph, but I didn't like this, I didn't like this. And so I wanted to ask, like, really open prompt just here. When I look at this page, I found that this dashboard is not beautiful, blah, blah, blah. I want you to take, for example, this 3 page, and I want you to keep the 2 graphic components that look nice, but refactor everything. You need to brainstorm the best possible UI and implement it yourself without validation or asking me any question. Afterward, process with implementation, update the dashboard, and provide a summary explaining why you make this choice. So I asked him this, and we can see just here the results. So the first thing I see when I check these 2 versions is that the outputs, so first, the time. Opus takes 6 minutes. I will show you the time lapse now. So Opus takes 6 minutes, but GPT take only 3 minutes. So we have this time the opposite of what we have usually since the beginning of this test. We have 3 minutes for GPT and 6 minutes for Opus. But again, the first thing I see directly is the output style. The output style is really nice. He used title, he used code, he used bold text. So you have really clean and nice output UI. When GPT make a really shitty, difficult to read, you see this block, you don't want to read it as a developer. This is a list, it's way more convenient to read. So this is the first thing I notice, is that output style is bad when I use GPT, and output style is way better. Output style is nice when I use Opus. This is the first thing. Then when I check the 2 results, we have just here, I will check now. So here I use the, which one? 3102 for Opus. So this is Opus. You can see that he moved this graph just here. He removed this and he put the key metric just here. The key metrics just here. It's way more beautiful. He put the 2 graphics next to each other, so it's create more compact UI. I like it, but at the same time, I don't like it. I think this is way too high. It should fit. I think if I put this less high, it will be really beautiful. And also the title is not the same, but anyway. Then here, he didn't change the rest, but it's okay. It's nice. It's a brainstorm and it's something different. So let's say, what is it? Now let's check the version of GPT. GPT didn't change anything. He's fucking lazy. It's insane. I asked him in the prompt, you need to brainstorm and then you need to implement it. So my prompt was really clear. My prompt didn't say change some stuff and that's it. You can see that he didn't change anything. The only thing he changed from the original one. So actually I don't find the original one because it was here. So this is the original one. This is GPT. It just updated the layout. If we check the diff, we exactly see this. So GPT only update the layout and the spacing. He make worst spacing. Basically, here the spacing is the same everywhere, and here it changed the spacing, so it's not the same. Fuck you, GPT, it's not possible. What are you fucking doing? Are you kidding me or what? It's crazy. I don't believe it. You know, like, it's shit as fuck. He make it worse, you know? It's like the only model I see that can make it worse. When GPT respect what I say, keep the space, when Opus, sorry, keep the spacing and everything. So this is the update of GPT, and this is the update of Opus. So here you can see it changed some layouts and it create a new component. So at least he think about something and he try to do something. So this is what I like about it. So this is my whole test. This is my 3 test. I hope you enjoy it. I know I'm really tough about the model, but this is just my test. I make 3 different tests and not a single one is for GPT. And then you have people on Twitter saying fucking shit. And you know the only reason why is because they don't know how to use Claude. I know a lot of them. I see how they use Claude and it's fucking garbage. If you use Claude correctly, like how you should use it, basically, you have insanely good results. He one-shot most of my feature. He never messed up. Everything is clean and everything is fucking fast. So if you have any proof against, fight with me, but that's my take. See you.